We're here today on the shores of the Red Sea in the lower Hejaz Mountains to visit one of the newest circuits in the Formula One calendar, Jeddah, home to what we all hope is going to be a thrilling Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at a topographical map of the Jeddah Street circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Phoenix lines up on pole position, and Jacques Villeneuve completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Ocon, Verstappen, Hamilton, Stroll, Leclerc, Liam Lawson, Gasly, Joe, Albon, Bottas, Perez, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Ricciardo, and Logan Sargent. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And Anthony Davidson joins us for this one. And great to have your company. There's no weather to worry about here. What will be going through the drivers' minds as they finish these last-minute preparations?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn one. A bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going. Okay, how was that pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well. No rain expected for the time being. Confirmed. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. Place. The difference is 5.4 seconds. this lap. You can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Say that again, we're having trouble receiving you. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in second, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 38.4. confirmed. Okay, the static over the radio. Say it again. Okay, copy that. Gap to your teammate behind is 7.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in second. Time last lap was a 1:38.6. I've got some interference here. Tyre condition still looking good. You're in first position, front of the pack, and that's Jack's behind. Okay, gap to the car behind. 11.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Pit window will be open in 17 laps time. Pit window opens in 17 laps. We've still got 45 laps to complete here. Okay, we'll bring the front wing angle to a balanced setting next time you're in. Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. 16 laps now until your pit window opens. didn't receive that. Repeat the message, repeat the message. Please repeat, you're breaking up. I didn't catch that, mate. Just say it again. Say that again. We're having trouble receiving you. We've got 48 laps of fuel remaining. You've got front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one. Box now. Tyre condition still looking good. Behind you is Jacques. We're leading the car behind by 12.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 39.0. Okay, red flag, mate. Red flag. No overtake. There's been back, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Right. To change our strategy for the rest of the Grand Prix if we want to. We'll be getting underway in just a moment. Stand by. At the next stop. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 4th. Okay, Russell's behind you now, and the gap behind us is 2.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got 1 more stop. seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in fourth, and the time last lap was a 1:38.2. Russell behind. Okay, the gap behind is 4.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1:37.8. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in fourth. Your last lap time was a 1:37.8. Okay, the static over the radio. Say it again. Repeat that. I've got some interference here. You're leading the pack. That's P1. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Our gap behind is 7.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps, and there's 36 laps to go. seconds. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 39.1. Gap to your teammate behind is 12.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in third. Time last lap was a 1:38.4. Didn't receive that. Repeat the message. Repeat the message. Russell behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 12.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 38.6. Please repeat, you're breaking up. Okay, we've got 37 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, push, gap to the car behind. 13.9 seconds. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1:39.8. first position, front of the pack. And that's Jack's behind. Okay, car behind trailing us, 18.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Your pit window opens in 15 laps time. Okay, 30 laps till the end now. Okay, that's 33 laps of fuel left. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 18.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in third. Time last lap was a 1 minute 39.0. Russell behind. Okay, gap to the car behind. Car behind. 19.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:38.8. Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time now. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Okay, Russell's behind you now. We're leading the car behind by 21.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. And that's 13 laps now until your pit window's open. Okay, 28 laps to go. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop. Didn't catch that, mate. Just say it again. Gap to your teammate behind is 20.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in second, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 38.6. We expect you'll be noticing a bit of grip loss in the tyres around now, so just be careful. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 25.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in second. Time last lap was a 1:39.2. You only have to stop once now. One stop left. Your pit window opens in 8 laps' time. And that's 26 laps of fuel remaining. Car behind you is Jacques, and the gap behind us is 25.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 18 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:39.1. You'll be noticing a bit of grip loss in the tyres around now, so just be careful. One stop to go, just one stop left in this strategy. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time, 5 laps. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. behind is 26.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in second. And the time last lap was a 1:39.3. Okay, those tyres are going to fall off the cliff soon. Take extreme care. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. You're in first position, front of the pack, and that's Jack's behind. Okay, the gap behind is 30.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. Okay, 18 laps to go. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. So we're leading our teammate by 6.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in second. Time last lap was a 1 minute 39.4. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Say that again, we're having trouble receiving you. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Car behind you is Jax. Our gap behind is 10.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. They're currently 6th, and the gap is 36.2 seconds. Your last lap time was a 1:38.5. position, front of the pack. And that's Jack's behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 40.9 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, 12 laps to go. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got some options for you, so go and check your MFD. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Green flag. Fastest lap of the race. Gap to your teammate behind is 16.1 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in second. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 36.7. Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, the static over the radio. Say it again. Repeat that. I've got some interference here. Time last lap was a 1:34.2. Caution, caution. Okay, I've got information on Joe for you. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. It looks like a virtual safety car's been deployed due to an incident with multiple vehicles being stopped on the track. We need you to drop your pace. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Car behind you is Jacques. Okay, push, push, gap to the car behind. 24.2 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Look after these tyres now, you want to finish the race on this compound. 4 laps remaining. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.3 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in second. Time last lap was a 1 minute 36.6.
They've delivered an outstanding performance today under intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top three finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Phoenix increases their championship lead. So let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Phoenix.
Let's move on to the constructors. The owner drivers team moved to the top of the table. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improved their position in the championship. Well, that certainly was an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.